Welcome back to Annalee High School. El Molino Lions leading the Annalee Tigers 20-18, a heck of a first half. We're going to go over some of the highlights here, but I've got a friend of mine, an Annalee graduate, and he's the voice of Sonoma County. If you've been to any of the sporting events, basketball, baseball, football, I'm sure you've heard him, but let's get up close and personal with Trey Dunia.
Are you ready?
How you doing, Trey?
I'm outstanding, Nick. Thank you very much for having me on. What a great night here for football, and what a great game we're having.
I'm just so excited. I knew it. You know, we want to pick the best game. That's why this is the game of the week.
Game of the week.
And this is everything we thought it would be. 24 minutes left. Annalee has dominated this, winning 8 straight games, Trey, taking a 31-23 lead in this rivalry. But El Molino really looks like they want to take home that trophy, and we'll see if they can. 24 more minutes, though, Trey.
They're hungry. They're hungry. And I'll tell you what, Weston Lewis is going to be the guy that's either going to take over this game in the second half. I'm really impressed with Jalen Hall. And if they can stop one of those two, I think that Annalee's going to have a chance. If not, El Molino's going to take it home.
Hey, Trey, let's talk a little bit about you, because I just, when I first met you, I heard you first, okay? I was at a football game, and I heard this PA announcer, and I was so entertained by you. Not only did you have a great voice, you had so many sound bites that were just on cue. When did you start your PA announcing?
Well, I did a Little League game here in Sebastopol. And it was fun, and I figured that I was a better PA announcer than I was a coach. And so the next year, I said, I'm not going to coach anymore. I'm going to step up my game and call some more Little League games. But before the next baseball season happened, it was football season. So I talked to the West County Tigers, and they said, well, the PA guy doesn't like to do the Mighty Mite games. He likes to sleep in. So I said, okay, I'll do those. I'll do the first 2 games. And from then on, it was everything, all systems go. I was able to hook up with Annalee High School, did the West County Tigers, Santa Rosa Junior College, hooked up with the Sonoma Stompers, kept my skills up by doing Petaluma American Little League, did the Sonoma Stompers when they came out here, and got a call from the Sacramento River Cats, and was announcing AAA baseball for the Giants there in Sacramento.
Yeah, that was so exciting, Trey, and I tell you, I was impressed that you had a big decision this year.
Yeah, it was a big decision.
The River Cats, the AAA affiliate for San Francisco Giants, wanted you to come back and do that full time, but that would have meant that you would have had to uproot your living area here and move down there, and you chose to stay here in the Sonoma County, and I'm so happy you did, Trey.
Well, I'm glad I did too. You know, when they first make an offer like that, it's just like, wow, I get to do this. This would be so great, and the whole plan was to move to Sacramento. But, you know, as you get closer to the final date, it's like, well, my kids are here, my family's here. I'd have to move to Sacramento because, you know, the first time I was doing it, I was commuting to Sacramento from Sonoma County. 4 hours on a Friday. I was toast by the time I got there.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't leave Sonoma County.
Yeah. Well,
Sacramento or Sonoma County? You choose. I choose Sonoma County.
Yeah. We are all glad you did, Trey. You're the very best in this area. Your voice is so great, and you do such a great job of entertaining. Your sound bites are out of this world, and you have one for every occasion, which I love.
Well, you know, when you start to do Little League baseball and Mighty Mite football, it's a little slow sometimes, and a lot of the people in the stands, they're not football fans. They're parents, they're brothers and sisters, and maybe they're not excited about being there, but if you can make it a little more exciting, make it a little more fun, throw a soundbite or a quip in there that everyone knows and they stop to think about, then they start looking for it, and then they start looking forward to going to the ballpark or going to the stadium and hearing you, because nobody comes to the game to hear me.
No,
you know, maybe my dad would, but that's about it.
Or your best buddies like me.
Okay? You know, but when they come to the game, because they came to see the game, hopefully I can add a little bit to the game.
You absolutely do, Trey. I'm going to tell you, I'm so impressed with you. Your sound bites are all, and you have so many of them. I don't know how you can pick them out so quickly, because there are things that have to be done on the spur of a moment quickly, and you're so good at it.
It's called having a good program.
Yeah. Who inspired you? When you're looking at PA announcers, professional or anywhere, who would you say, you know what, I really like him, and pattern myself.
Well, I had season tickets to Stanford football for many years, and so Steve Frost was the PA announcer for the Stanford Cardinal. And so when I started doing football here, I emulated his style to start, and then it just kind of morphed into my own style. So listening to Steve Frost calling Stanford football games was where I learned how to start. And then once I got here doing West County Tiger games, it all morphed from there. And then high school games with, larger crowds and the students and the parents. And I'll tell you what, we got El Molino and we got Annalee. The kids that are playing varsity on both of these teams, I've been calling their football games ever since they were in Mighty Mites. So every one of those kids on the field right now, I've been watching them play football for the last 10 years. And so it's outstanding to be able to come out here, watch them play, know who they are, and be thrilled for either team that wins, because I know they're all fighting super, super hard to get,
great,
to get
Trey.
this apple.
You're always a very positive, upbeat person. Who are you doing right now? Where can we find you these days?
Well, I'll be doing Santa Rosa Junior College football tomorrow. They got a 1 p.m. game against Shasta, so that's where I'll be. I'll be here doing Annalee football for the next 2 home games, and I'm also, I picked up SRJC volleyball, so I'll be doing a couple of their games too. To,
congratulations.
Add to my resume.
Your resume is big, Trey, and thank you so much for joining us here at halftime.
Thanks for having me.
I'm hoping your son gets back. Trey's got a son on the Annalee varsity. He's got a concussion, but hopefully he's going to be back here soon, Trey.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
It's his senior year, and he went through all the practice, got a concussion late, right before the first game, and we got to make sure we protect his noggin. That's the most important thing, but we are absolutely hoping that he can come back.
Okay, well, that's Trey Dunia. Thanks you so much for joining us. And
Nick, it was a pleasure.
We've got an interview with James Foster, the Annalee Tigers coach here, and get his thoughts from the first half.